So I'm going to claim this as my first ever full planche. I've had a couple of sessions where I got very, very close to it, and I think with this, like this rep or maybe the next one, definitely counts as a full planche. It's only for a couple of seconds and it's definitely a 1 rep max. Now 1 rep max of anything doesn't look 100%, it's not going to look pretty. Now I reached out into the world of Instagram to get some clarification and some ticks of approval for the planche to people like Simonster and other bigwigs in the planche world, and I got a thumbs up. Now there's obviously some areas that I need to improve on. I need to make sure the arms are dead straight the whole time, especially my right arm. That tends to be the one that wants to bend a little bit more. I want to work on a little bit more protraction, and I want to definitely try and get those hips totally open, so a nice straight line position from the feet to the shoulder. And I'm realizing more and more that that definitely is the drill I need to work on the most, is the Planche Leans that I went through in the last video. So today I'm going to do a little bit of a recap, so where I came from in terms of the planche and how long has it taken me to get to the point I am now, and then what's the next steps, where am I going to go from now, and how I'm going to try and get to the point where I can hold for 5 to 10 seconds in a full planche position. Now these videos I'm showing now is around 2014, so I was 38 years old. I'd been training for around 12 to 18 months in terms of handstands and bodyweight strength. When I started when I was 37, I could hold like a dodgy tuck planche. And then for the last 6 or 7 years, I haven't really worked on planche specifically. I've more been focusing on one arm handstand, handstand push-ups, and press handstands. So I did improve slightly on that straddle planche position from all those other movements. But it wasn't until about 6 to 8 weeks ago, and I decided to put everything else on maintenance and just specifically train towards the full planche. And the first thing I'd done was to explore lots of different methods, because I didn't believe that more reps of the straddle planche, especially the high hip version that I was doing, was the answer to give me the full planche. I had to go back to the drawing board and investigate, how do I start training the more straight line position. Now bear in mind, because I was doing all the handstand training, the presses, the stool to press, the handstand push-ups, the 90-degree handstand push-ups, the dead press, most days for the last few years, my body's quite conditioned to training and loading the body into the hands, the elbows, the shoulders. So I was able to jump straight in with some real high volume, and I was hitting the planche every 1 to 2 days. Now over the last few weeks, I've been going through Planche Leans, so some longer, easier positions. So things like the tuck planche and that I was doing for longer holds. I was doing some max intense holds, so real try like 1 rep max for a few seconds in harder positions. I was lowering up and down from handstand, and I mixed up P-bars, floor, bent arm strength, dynamic reps, and used assistance from bands and pulleys. Now I've done about 6 or so other videos where I've gone through in detail which exercises I used in each of those blocks of training. But there was definitely a lot of exploration session to session. I wasn't just doing the same thing over and over again. Now if you're working towards a tuck planche or advanced tuck position planche, I definitely wouldn't recommend training how I was training. I would train more like 2 to 4 times per week, depending on your conditioning, with more basic static holds, doing high repetition of the same thing over and over and over again. So what's the next steps? Where am I going to go from now? So my intention is to try and strengthen the planche, get it up so I can hold a straight position for at least 5 seconds, have dead straight arms, a better protracted position, and a fully straight line from my feet to my shoulders. So basically not folding or closing the hip in any way. I'm still going to play around with P-bars and the floor and alternate those sessions. I'm going to be doing Planche Leans in every session, some sub-maximal conditioning holds, and lots of reps of the 1 rep max position. Any comments or suggestions will be greatly appreciated, and thanks, and I appreciate the ones that I've had already. I'm going to keep doing these update videos, and I'm going to vlog my training, so make sure you subscribe for more content, plus the tutorials and the normal training videos. Thumbs up will be appreciated, and I'll speak to you next time.